Hello guys. Hi, we are live. Hey everyone, hey all the beautiful ladies, powerful women of the Her community. As promised, we are live today. And as Her, this beautiful platform always promises to provide a safe space to all the ladies who are all the women who are here so that we can have authentic conversations, we can share our struggle, and together as a community, we can help guide, handhold each other in our struggles. And keeping that in mind, today also we have a very beautiful live session today where we are going to talk about women health, because I feel no matter how much patriarchy can be there in the society, we all know in the hearts of our hearts that women are the, you know, what do you say, the head of the family. Women is the superpower, and the world will not run if women are not there. So we need to be healthy, we need to be strong, and for that it's really important for us to understand uh, why, I mean, what are the things that are affecting our health, and how we can work towards with some holistic and healthier options, apart from, of course, the medical science which is there, which can help us become holistically become better with our health. And for that, we have today a very special guest, and her name is Angie Tourani, who is a distinguished holistic healthcare practitioner, and she's dedicated to the transformative power of consciousness based medicine. She has been working in this field for over 2 decades now. She's a body talk therapy practitioner, she is a mindscape instructor, and she is a holistic healthcare practitioner. And more, I think Angie herself can tell about her. So let's have Angie on here. I mean, welcome to Her community, Angie. Hi.
Hi, Uzma. Thank you for inviting me. It's exciting to be here and communicating and reaching out to all the women. So, I'm Angie Tourani. I'm a body talk practitioner and mindscape instructor. I started my journey with health and wellness in 2005 when I had little kids, and I was just constantly looking for some holistic approach to look after their health. I was so tired of giving them antibiotics, Western medicine, which was sort of masking the symptoms but not sort of healing it. So, as a my quest as a mother to look for a holistic alternative health took me to Body Talk system. And once I stumbled over this system, it's been transformational changes, not only for me, but for the whole family. So I'm excited to be here today sharing with you my experience and some concepts of holistic health so we can make aware, educated choices. Because when we are in crisis, we are looking for solutions and we look for solutions from what's out there. So just educating and updating on better ways of looking at health. So thank you
So
for
true.
inviting me.
Yeah, and the pleasure is all ours. And I'm sure these 30 minutes are going to be very much enlightening for all the women here in this community. And you rightly said, I think a lot of times motherhood becomes a driving factor for a lot of women. We have a lot of women here also who probably started their second inning in life because they had that, deep desire to do something for their kids. So, yeah, I do understand. But I want to ask you, because this is something which is a very new term, that can you tell us exactly what body talk therapy is in a bit of simple words for all of us like
Sure.
laymen to understand it?
Sure. So, body talk therapy is all about working with our body's intelligence and helping it to heal from inside out. Our body is functioning on its own. We have got this sophisticated intelligence. So, every time you fall sick, you get cuts and bruises, your body heals and repairs itself. So, body talk system is all about communicating with your body's innate wisdom, our inborn intelligence, to identify what's holding it back, what's blocking its natural rhythm of healing. And this could be a complete unique story of your life. So, each one of us could have completely different causative factors. Our health is as unique to us as our thumbprint. And if I'm looking at four people with exactly same symptoms or diagnosis, each one of them could have a very unique story of problems, stresses that could have gone in their story into the past to contribute to their current state of health. So, body talk treatments are holistic healthcare approach, which is all about looking at the whole person at the physical, mental, emotional level and listening to your unique story behind your symptoms, and then helping the body to heal using the concepts of Chinese medicine, Western medicine, psychology, osteopathy. So, lots of tools and techniques put together into one system, but the essence of it is working with your body's intelligence and identifying those blockages and supporting it so it can regain its rhythm, synchronity, and balance. And you have got thriving health again.
Wow. Actually, like when you said this thing that our body has that ability to heal itself, it reminded me, took me to my class, 6, 7, when we were told and taught that our body has regenerative power. But we are so used to and conditioned to taking medicines that we never, like, we forgot that our body does have that ability. And now you telling this has really like opened my eyes. And I also want to know here, Angie, that see, there are a lot of healing or wellness modalities which are there in the market. So, like, what makes body talk different from those other modalities?
That's a very good question. So there are a lot of alternative healthcares. So let's say we talk about homeopathy, Chinese medicine to acupuncture, uh, various different range of naturopathy, herbs, flower remedy, and so on. And with body talk treatments, the difference is with all these different healthcare modalities, it is the practitioner who is in charge of diagnosing what the problem is and then coming up with a treatment plan. So, if you go for Chinese medicine, they will take your pulse and they'll identify what is blocked and then come up with a treatment plan. Or in a homeopathy, there would be sort of certain identification of symptoms and functioning from there. So, each of the modality relies on the practitioner's ability to come up with a diagnosis and then a procedure as per the experience of that practitioner to help and support. Whereas the different thing and the unique thing about body talk is as a practitioner, I've got lots of tools and techniques, but I don't have a recipe or a treatment plan. My role as a practitioner is to communicate with your body's intelligence, and your body's intelligence is the one that guides your treatment. And therefore, each treatment is tailor made to the person's need because health is not one size that fits all. So, this is all about listening to your unique story and helping the body to heal from inside out. So, it's a consciousness based medicine, it's an energy based medicine, it's totally non invasive. So, even though we are working with Chinese medicine, there are no needles, pins, herbs, anything external. We are using the concepts of all these different modalities and then supporting and helping the body to heal from inside out.
Hmm.
And that's what
That's
makes it unique.
Yeah, and that's so interesting because, like, if we see almost like, even if we talk about the Western medicine, so when you said this line, and that was very powerful, that uh, body talk is all about unique to a person. Otherwise, if you go to the doctor, he sees the symptoms and the same medicine almost, for fever there is a set medicine, which is in COVID we all had dolo, like that was like. But here if we see, it's absolutely 360-degree different, that every person is unique, so their problem is also unique. So that's really, I think, the correct way, I feel, to heal somebody and work on the health. And since we have so many, like, all women here, so I want to actually, straight away come to the point so that the her community can be benefited more. So, like, talking about hormonal health, which almost every woman is going through, I am one of the examples. I have PCOD, I have thyroid also. So, can body talk support in hormonal health, especially PMS, menopause, fertility challenges, PCOD, stuff like that?
Yes, Body Talk works amazing with addressing hormonal issues because the way Body Talk treatment works, it's not about symptom care. So it's not about a diagnose or a label or a symptom. It is about why those symptoms or diagnoses or imbalances are there in the body. So when it comes to hormonal health, our emotions and so our mental health, our stress levels, and our hormones are quite intertwined. So when we are stressed, we have got high cortisol level, and once you're constantly living from that high stress response, then naturally that hormones, which is our cortisol level, takes over and it disrupts the whole of the hormonal balance. So a simplistic approach and a very common approach for supporting the health is the hormonal health is stress. And once we learn how to address the stress levels, we are able to address the hormonal imbalance. Again, there could be various different layers and combinations that could be unique to a person. It could be emotional traumas. It could be, let's say, allergies, intolerances, dairy, gluten, wheat. So there could be various different combinations, and with body talk treatment, we are able to identify what is causing that imbalance, hormonal imbalance. We could be working through meridians, we could be looking at gut microbiome, we could be looking at toxins. So a wide range of causative factors that could be contributing to a particular health condition, and this is all about helping your body to heal.
Yeah, this is so relatable, I feel. And even, Nada Khan, she said that in one of the comments that there are so many side effects of the medicines also to our body. And since stress is the thing that you talked about, and Rafia has also shared that as a question, that is stress the cause of most of the diseases, and you as answer right now that stress is one of the reasons why these hormonal imbalances happen. And so I want to ask you this question because there are a lot of members of ours, we keep
Mhm.
having meetups and we all keep having these conversations and all, where many members actually deal with stress, anxiety over them. There is a lot of burnout, you know the professionals and even the homemakers who are there, the burnout is there. So how does this impact our physical health, and how does body talk addresses? And I think that will cover Rafia's question also, that is stress the cause of most of the diseases?
Yes, most of the health conditions, no matter what the label and diagnosis are, they always have psychosomatic roots. And unless we don't address those psychosomatic roots, we are basically not doing a complete job. So our body and mind is intertwined, they're not separate. So when we're talking about brain, it's not just in the head. Each and every cell is affected by our emotions. And body talk is all about addressing the whole picture and addressing those belief systems, those stressors that could be contributing to your current health conditions. So, most of the time, when you talk about autoimmune conditions to immune system that is weak, or lots of somebody with allergies and intolerances, there is a certain psychology, there is a certain belief system, a perception, or accumulated stress that could have triggered the immune system into that imbalance. So no disease or symptom appears overnight. It's like, let's say somebody has got diagnosed with a tumor. So even though the markers have shown up now in the blood test, that disease could be in accumulation for many, many years. So it's like certain layers that accumulate, and then epigenetic markers are triggered for the onset of the disease. So epigenetic markers is basically the environmental impact on our DNA. So our DNA most of the time is healthy. So it's very small percentage that the original DNA is defected. And most of the time it's the epigenetics, which is epi is on top of the genes. So it's like more on and off switches that control the functioning of the DNA. And these are easily impacted by stressors and environment. So let's say somebody went through a divorce and or they were diseased and they were basically went on massive antibiotics or chemotherapy. So any environmental stress, emotional, chemical, physical, could disrupt these epigenetic markers into onset of autoimmune condition or hormonal imbalance or a chronic condition. So the good news is how epigenetics are impacted by the environment, you can reverse it. So let's say you go for a detox, you go for a meditation retreat, you have a year that you are completely healthy and in good state and you're exercising and you have taken charge of your life, you're able to reverse it. So mind and body is intertwined. It's one of the core reasons behind most of the health condition, and our environment has a huge influence on us. So we are products of our environment. So the good news is taking charge of your life and being able to clear all that emotional trauma could help us reverse and clear the onset of any condition.
Wow. See, I mean, yes, this information that you gave right now about the fact that even our belief systems, our emotional, traumas or something that has happened from the environment also results in the health. And even as an emotional fitness coach, I believe that yes, if emotions are suppressed, they are, repressed in the body, they somehow come out as some kind of ailment or health issue. You talked about the immune system part, Angie, and autoimmune diseases. And because I feel there are a lot of mothers also in this community, and they often struggle with the immunity of their kids as well. Immunity is like the uh, word of the time right now. So I also want to know about that. When we talk about body talk and these maybe chronic conditions or these autoimmune diseases or IBS, which is there, Ori has made IBS so common, like that have not been like, how can body talk help in this when the traditional medicine really does not work? I keep applying those steroid based ointments, and it irritates the hell out of me because it does not work. So
Right.
how does body talk help there?
Yeah, see, the Western medicine is, I mean, it's amazing in suppressing the symptoms. It is amazing with any acute condition. So you got a heart attack, a major crisis, accident, the surgery would save somebody's life. But when it comes to chronic conditions, any autoimmune condition, IBS, psoriasis, skin condition, the Western medicine approach is most of the time just masking the symptoms and being on painkillers and anti-inflammatories, which doesn't help much. So when we are looking at the bigger picture and addressing this holistically, this is about helping the body to heal and clearing what is blocking body's intelligence and tipping it over into that autoimmune condition. Now, many a times, immune system, when we are talking about immune health, somebody that's prone to cold and flu, first thing is stress. If somebody has got high stress levels, they would be very sensitive to every virus or pathogen in the environment. And second factor that contributes there is gut health. Now, gut health has become such a popular buzzword in our society because of the new research, which is of human genome program, where they're able to look at these billions of microbiome, which are viruses, bacteria, and parasites that thrive on the gut lining, and they literally dictate our personality. If you're resilient to stress, or you're somebody who's extremely fearful, anxious, if you're good with your decision making, if you've got good quality of sleep, and even your immune system that learns to discern what to attack and tolerate through these gut microbiome. And our gut health is so easily disrupted by antibiotics, by our diet, lifestyle. Most of our food, animal products, and all have loads of antibiotics, which get into our system through vegetables and excretes of animal. So we are quite impacted by our environment and things that could be disrupting our gut health. So somebody has let's say, goes through a course of antibiotics. It might take them 6 months to a year to just reboot the healthy gut flora, which means their mental stability, they would be more anxious, depressed, their immune system has tipped into allergies and intolerances, and they are not able to assimilate nutrition. So basically, helping the body to heal from inside out by supporting that gut health, whether it's lifestyle change or even uh, rebuilding that healthy gut flora. So immune system is the key nowadays. Since COVID, it's been one of the hot topic. And interestingly, post COVID, the long COVID symptoms, oh my God, that has been quite sort of damaging in our society. You see a lot of sudden deaths, a lot of inflammatory conditions, heart conditions, and with body talk treatments, you're looking at clearing the impact of these epigenetic markers through those vaccinations and through COVID virus. So, restoring the body's intelligence to heal and repair itself.
Hmm. And we have there are many questions coming, Angie, but I'm stopping myself to ask in between because two more major things are there, and then we'll take up all the questions together after that, because I think that needs your explanation more. The questions are there because we have talked a lot about the problems and we have harped upon it. I want to like get into like how the women of her community can take the maximum benefit, because now you are also here with us in this platform. So for the women who want to get a step further and actively train their mind for healing and clarity, you also teach something which is called as Mindscape. You're a Mindscape instructor. Can you tell something what is that?
Yeah, so Mindscape is sort of a dynamic meditation tool that you can learn, and you can be in that relaxed alpha state of mind 24/7. So imagine somebody who finds it difficult to meditate, and now you are getting tools that you could be in that relaxed alpha state of mind throughout the day when you're going through a tough time with your kids, or running your business meetings, or even running your marathon. So it's that altered state of mind that is like giving you tools to tap into the supercomputer of your mind, whether it's for healing yourself, for your enhanced intuition, creativity, memory, professional growth. So, literally, one of the best tools that you can learn for self help and personal growth is using Mindscape. It's a webinar which is coming up end of this month. I'm doing an introductory talk on 17th. So if you like to join me, I'll be talking in depth about what this webinar is and how you can benefit. And then I have got some discounted prices, especially for India and for hers group for Mindscape webinar. I would say in past 2 decades, everything that I have learned with health and healing, one of the best self-help tool I would say is Mindscape, because it's all about self-empowerment. It's about using your mind as a supercomputer for your healing and finding all your solutions. So surely join me to know more about it.
And the 17th talk, it's free of cost, right, Angie?
Yes, 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 it is.
Yeah,
So when you talk,
Aisha and I have registered for it. I think all others should also.
that'd be
Yeah.
cool. So when you were saying what they can do to help themselves, I would say Mindscape webinar is something that you can learn and help your mind. Then there's a simple webinar with Body Talk, which gives you simple 5 techniques that you learn and look after your health. In fact, on my website, there is a Cortesi's technique, which is brain balancing. So please do check it out, and we can put a link here where you can learn how to balance your brain and optimize your focus, concentration, stress levels, an excellent calming technique. But there's a whole seminar where you learn various different techniques for optimizing your immune system. It's called Body Talk XS. You can check it out on my website. So learn self-help, learn how to take care of your mental health through Mindscape. I offer monthly free group healing sessions, and each month there's a different topic. So sometimes it's immune system, mental health, and so on. So I invite you to join that, as well as I offer 20 minutes free complimentary consultation for new clients, and I would be offering some discounted price for this group. So there's lots of resources that you can get help
And
with.
where can we get these resources? And
It's
is
all
it
on my website. Yeah.
okay? It's
WhatsApp
all.
and my Facebook and YouTube channel has got free sessions. Yeah, if you reach out to me, I can help you book a treatment. I can offer you the discounted price for this group.
So Angie, before we take up actually the questions, I just want for all the women who are watching one message that you'd like to give them, as a giveaway. Women who are feeling stuck or they somehow feel unseen in their health journey.
I would say your biggest responsibility. I understand as a parent, we always are thinking about kids. We're always thinking as women about our family and running all our roles and responsibilities. The key responsibility is taking care of your health, your physical health, your mental health, and your emotional health. Because if you are in good shape, physically, mentally, and emotionally, that strength would just vibrate in your family. And when you are depleted and you are serving others without taking care of yourself, from you can't give what you don't have. So
Yeah.
basically, enriching and taking care of yourself, especially as a parent, and especially as a parent with young kids, because young kids don't have a personality on their own. So if you're going through a very stressed, depleted emotional state, they would simply absorb that. So the key responsibility, I would say, is self-empowerment, taking care of your own health and taking responsibility of your physical and mental health and putting yourself first. And then you will be an asset to your family and everyone around you, not when you're depleted.
True. So powerful. The right message at the end. And I'll just take up the questions which are here,
Sure.
Andy. So Rafia has said that I've been through my chemo in 2018. How do I build up my immunity without too much medication?
Yes, I would say, especially if you have gone through chemo, you do not want to put any more medication because chemo itself is so intensive. I would say sleep is something that's undervalued. One of the important things, make sure you're having good quality of sleep, which means sleeping early, having early meals. So once you get into a good quality of sleep, your body gets into that repair mode, which is the parasympathetic nervous system. Take care of your nutrition, supplementation, being in nature, and learn these techniques for self-help. So if I was you, I would use this body talk exercise, simple 5 techniques, and invest 10 minutes in my health on everyday basis, and you'll see miraculous results. Or even this mindscape where you're able to heal yourself and neutralize all the emotions. So any disease just doesn't appear. There is emotional trauma, there's a psychology behind it. And this is all about neutralizing it. And once you do it, you will see that health coming through. So looking at more holistic approach, that would be my response.
Lovely. Ruxar does not have a question, but she has put in some thoughts of hers that I'd like to just read. That as per body mind well being philosophy, 98% diseases are physical manifestations of stress, and rest 2% are accidents. However, we have very, very less experts in this field, and awareness is scarcely low. So, most of the time, my time as an emotional health coach goes in that. And we are lucky that we have now Angie also. She has been working for more than 2 decades in this same field, so lovely. And one question, this is an interesting one, Angie, that does body talk therapy involve some supplements also?
Generally not, but when I'm doing the treatment, if you're allergic to something, so let's say there's an intolerance of dairy or gluten or certain substance, then your body would update. Information will come through in the session, and you would probably have to advise to stop that. And if there's any deficiency that your body shows up as a priority, let's say uh, your gut microbiome is out of balance and your body shows us as a homework as a that you will benefit from some probiotics, so we can do muscle testing and identify anything that your is as per your body's priority, whether it's a supplement or a nutritional or dietary change, and we'll be able to guide you towards that.
Yeah. Lovely. Another point Shagufta has said, and like it is something which we discussed also, that our body gives us warning signs before the onset of the disease, but we ignore or downplay them due to various needs. Know your body and be aware. Like as you said,
That's
isn't it, Angie? Yes.
Yeah, because symptoms are basically our body's intuition talking to you, getting our attention to that issue. So, and it's not about suppressing those symptoms, it's about listening to those symptoms and identifying what's your body trying to tell you.
There's one more question. Can body talk therapy work by distance healing also? Because yes, Angie's in Hong Kong, and some
Yes,
of us are in India.
yes, it's energy medicine. I would say 95% of my practice is online. I've got clients around the world because it's not a physical or a manual therapy. You're working through mind, you're working through consciousness, it's energy, and it could be done at distance. And it's exactly same if you get a treatment in person or at distance because it's not a physical manipulation or anything that's hands-on. It's more working through the consciousness.
Rafia has shared this thing, and like Angie, my treatment has taken a toll on me emotionally. I think something that you can say because it's a safe space for all us women.
Um, Treatment, you mean your chemotherapy or anything? Oh, yeah. I work a lot with chemotherapy patients, and It is toxic. It does affect hugely. So I have seen people who are going through chemotherapy and they get body talk treatments or nutrition and supplements simultaneously. That sort of tones down the side effects of chemo. So surely take care of yourself. I would say detoxification with cancer and chemo, going vegan, cutting down on all the stimulants. Sugar is the biggest culprit, caffeine, and intermittent fasting is another good approach to help yourself.
Uh, Someone is asking that Angie, we can contact you through email or WhatsApp.
Whatever suits you. Yeah, I'm available on both.
Okay. So, any more question, guys? Because we're all almost at the end. We have crossed it.
Cool.
Okay.
So please reach out for 20 minutes free consultation, discounted price. I'm offering 25% discount on the first treatment for this group, as well as I've got special discounted price for Mindscape webinar. So surely reach out. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Angie.
Take care. Bye.
Aisha, but your voice is, we
Hi.
are not able to hear you.
Can you hear me now? Okay, so I was not planning to come because I am actually ready for an event, but I loved the session, and thank you, Angie. I just wanted to thank you personally on behalf of all the members of the group, and it was a very insightful session. We had a lot of questions. You answered them, really nicely, and I have shared the website. I have also shared, that we are having a free intro talk on 17th of May. So everybody who's watching on her, I will be sharing more information on the intro talk, and anybody can register for the intro talk and have a session with Angie. That will be an introduction about you and what you are facing, how she can help you, and she does a lot of amazing work. So let's just go to the website and check it out. Thank you so much, Uzma,
Thank
for
you,
being such
Aisha.
a moderator. Thank you, Angie.
Thank
Thank
Bye,
you.
you.
guys.
Bye
Lovely
bye.
seeing you, ladies. Bye bye.
Bye bye.